आप देख रहे हैं नेट्रिक न्यूज, साहस सच कहने का।
आज बहुत से लोग एंग्जाइटी और डिप्रेशन का शिकार है। उसी के बारे में बातचीत करने के लिए हमारे साथ डायरेक्टर मौजूद हैं माइंडफुल टीएमएस का। सबसे पहले मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगी कि क्या इनोवेशन था और क्या था ऐसा कि आपने सोचा कि हम इसके ऊपर वर्क कर सकते हैं।
पहली बात यह है कि ये जो टीएमएस है ये बहुत नया और एमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी है। एंटी डिप्रेसेंट्स में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स है, साइड इफ़ेक्ट्स बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, हर किसी को रिलीफ नहीं मिलता है एंटी डिप्रेसेंट से। टुडे अबाउट 35% रेमिशन रेट्स है एंटी डिप्रेसेंट्स में। सो 65% ऑफ द पीपल स्टिल रिक्वायर दूसरी तरह के कुछ ट्रीटमेंट जो डिप्रेशन, ओसीडी और एडिक्शन से बाहर आए। इसीलिए हमने यूएस में डॉक्टर मुरली जो चेयरमैन है साइकियाट्रिक डिपार्टमेंट का लोयोला में, वो हमारा बहुत गहरा दोस्त है, उससे बात कर रहे थे हम और उन्होंने बोला कि आप टीएमएस ट्राई कीजिए। तो हमारे फैमिली मेम्बर्स और नॉन पीपल भी दे हैव गॉन अंडर दैट एंड वी सॉ दैट टीएमएस इज़ अ वंडरफुल ट्रीटमेंट फॉर डिप्रेशन, ओसीडी एंड एडिक्शन। सो वी एस्टैब्लिश्ड माइंडफुल न्यूरोकेयर TMS centers beginning with Delhi in India and we are starting in Bombay and Bangalore as well.
टीएमएस के इलाज के बारे में जानना चाहेंगे, क्या प्रोसीजर है और कैसे ट्रीटमेंट होता है।
TMS तो एक 20-minute ट्रीटमेंट होता है हर दिन, वो 30 दिन लेना पड़ता है और ट्रीटमेंट बहुत सेफ एंड नॉन पेनफुल है। जब ट्रीटमेंट हो रहा है आप बात कर सकते हैं। इट्स अ प्योरली ओपीडी ट्रीटमेंट। ट्रीटमेंट के बाद आप रेगुलर डेली एक्टिविटीज़ रिज्यूम कर सकते हैं।
इसमें कुछ मशीन्स का भी यूज़ करते हैं आप?
हाँ, ये जो मशीन है वो क्या करता है कि एक कॉइल होता है, वो कॉइल मैग्नेटिक वेव्स पल्सेस जनरेट करता है और वो मैग्नेटिक पल्सेस वो ब्रेन के अंदर न्यूरॉन्स होते हैं और ये न्यूरॉन्स जब सप्रेस होता है एक्टिविटी में, डिप्रेशन वगैरह शुरू होता है, तो हम क्या करते हैं कि वो मैग्नेटिक पल्सेस के साथ वो न्यूरॉन्स को फिर ट्रिगर करते हैं, जागते हैं। वो जब जगाते हैं तो यू विल सी दैट ओवर टाइम यू विल कम आउट ऑफ डिप्रेशन।
तो कितना असरदार रहा ये ट्रीटमेंट पेशेंट्स के ऊपर?
तो जैसे मैं कह रहा था, एंटी डिप्रेसेंट्स में रेमिशन रेट्स है 35%, TMS में रेमिशंस हैव गॉन अप टू 50%, so it has been very effective, especially for clinical depression and OCD. Addiction also it has a very good success rate. And like I told you, it is an evolving technology. ये अभी बढ़ रहा है यूज़ में, टेक्नोलॉजी में, रिसर्च में। हम भी बहुत सारे रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, क्लिनिकल रिसर्च इसके बारे में। तो हम हमारा राय ये है कि हम I think this remission rate will keep going up, success rate will keep going up in time.
बहुत से लोगों को इसके बारे में अभी तक कुछ पता नहीं है बिकॉज इट्स इवॉल्विंग, राइट। तो मैं इसके बारे में जानना चाहूँगी कि अगर कोई इस ट्रीटमेंट को लेना चाहता है तो इसके चार्जेस कितने हैं और कैसे वो कहाँ जाकर वो इस चीज़ के लिए अप्लाई कर सकता है।
तो TMS के बारे में इंडिया में जानकारी बहुत कम है। हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि हमारे वेबसाइट में और अवेयरनेस क्रिएशन प्रोग्राम्स एस्टैब्लिश कर रहे हैं, both in for IT professionals, for young adults, for housewives, for different sections of the community. We are establishing awareness programs. People can come either through their psychiatrist or directly to us or through their physician as well. However you come, we have our own psychiatrist as well. If you have a psychiatrist, we prefer you come with them. If not, you can walk in yourself and we will take care of you. ये ट्रीटमेंट जो है 30 सिटिंग्स का होता है, 1.5 months का है। ये ट्रीटमेंट अंदाज में 1.5 to 1.8 lakhs पड़ेगा पूरा ट्रीटमेंट के लिए। इस ट्रीटमेंट में इट विल इंक्लूड साइकोथेरेपी, इनिशियल मोटर थ्रेशोल्ड, पोस्ट ट्रीटमेंट साइकोथेरेपी और सेवरल अदर थिंग्स आर इंक्लूडेड इन दिस।
तो डिप्रेशन के बारे में और जानने के लिए हमारे साथ डॉक्टर मौजूद हैं। सबसे पहले मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगी कि कैसे एक इंसान को पता चलेगा कि वो डिप्रेशन का शिकार है, क्योंकि आजकल ज़्यादातर लोगों को ये समझ ही नहीं आता कि वो डिप्रेशन फेस कर रहे हैं।
डिप्रेशन इतना कॉमन टर्म है, सब लोग किसी ना किसी वक्त एक्सपीरियंस दैट। हाँ, सो द that's why people get confused about what the doctors call as major depression, clinical depression, versus normal day-to-day ups and downs in mood, because nobody has perfect straight line, जो ऐसा चलता रहता है. So depression is when persistently you have low energy, don't feel like doing things, the things once you enjoyed before, now you don't feel like doing, and lose appetite, not sleep well, or eat more and sleep too much. It can happen both ways. And functionally, as a family member, as a friend, as a spouse, in employment, you start functioning less and less and less, and then you try to isolate yourself from rest of the people. If this kind of thing happens for more than 15 days, that's when we try to label it as depression. It could be mild, moderate, or severe depression. And the approaches of treatment for mild depression are counseling, just to see how their life, how they're thinking, what's going on, to help them relieve their stress by modifying their lifestyle in terms of psychotherapy. And then if it's moderate to severe, studies have shown that the antidepressant and psychotherapy together work together. But unfortunately, there are so many antidepressants, but they are effective only in about 1/3 of patients. If you look at the total population of depression, let's say in India right now, it's estimated as 56 million people have got major depression. And how many of them are actually getting treatment? Very few. Half of them are not even getting anything. Even in Western world, half of the people who are really depressed are not getting any help at all. Other half are getting help, and only 1/4 are really feeling better and back to their lifestyle. Others are, because the medication only work 1/3 of the times, are taking medication, doing psychotherapy, but still depressed.
Reason is that people don't know about the depression, right? If they are facing this depression or not, they are not aware of it.
Exactly.
Even if I want to ask you about the anxiety also, is anxiety is the main cause of depression?
Excellent question. Anxiety can exist by itself as anxiety disorder. It could be generalized anxiety disorder or panic disorder that comes like in attacks and goes away. Or it could remain as a obsessive compulsive disorder. It's also a kind of anxiety disorder. But if you look at the depressed patients, nearly 70 to 75% of them also have anxiety. That's why we should look for both of them. We should screen for both of them, because if the depression, anxiety are together, then if you treat their depression, the anxiety also goes away. And if there is no depression, just anxiety disorder, then the treatment is different. Yeah.
So I wanted to know about the migraine also. Migraine is also part of that anxiety and depression. So what do you want to say about that?
There are several conditions, medical conditions, which has coexisting mental illnesses that makes it very complicated. Okay, like if you take a large group of patients with migraine, irritable syndrome, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, nearly 60% or more have depression. So let's say if we treated the depression and chronic pain syndrome, okay, and they go to doctors, they do all kinds of tests, and finally they don't find anything medically explainable, but they still have the symptoms. In such patients particularly, we should look for whether it's anxiety or depression that is making that. Then, because people are not open to talk about their depression, they are free about talking about the headache and idhar dukta hai, udhar dukta hai, har jagah dukta hai. So they keep going to the doctor. Doctor to blood test karta hai, X-ray karta hai, kuch bhi nahi pata lagta hai. Then you don't know what to do. So that's a kind of depression expressed in a psychosomatic terms. So some of the disorders, including migraine, come under the category. Yeah.
Talking about the treatment, how mindful TMS is helpful?
It's a cutting edge technology. As you know, in psychiatry we had only two kinds of thing. The very first treatment was not medications, ECT, okay? Then came medications and psychotherapy. Psychotherapy has been there all the time, psychoanalysis, and now CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, is found to be very effective for depression. So psychotherapy and antidepressant medications. They were the only two choices the psychiatrists had, and only 1/3 was getting better. So other 2/3 and the other half were not. And there's a large group of depressed patients who are not helped by just these two approaches. So now for the first time we have something that is medication free, that can directly be treated on the brain, because now the knowledge has improved so much because of improved neuroimaging technology. So we can study the function of the brain, not just the structure. So functional connectivity is called. So if they have seen that there is abnormalities in the functional connectivity in depressed patients, and whether it's psychotherapy, medication or TMS, when it works, they see the change in functional connectivity later on. So now we have a third option in treating patients. So somebody who is not responding to medications or partially responding to medication psychotherapy, then they can go for TMS and as an add-on treatment. So they can remain on everything as it is plus this treatment, and they can go back to the respective psychologists, psychiatrists, primary care doctors where they came from. So we are freestanding. Anybody can refer their patients. We'll send their patients back with a report about how much depressed they were in the beginning. We measure that. Middle of the treatment we measure that again. At the end we again measure, and to see how much progress they have made, we'll send that progress report back to them. And we want to stay in touch with them, because we are not taking away anybody's patients. We are trying to help clinicians to make the depressed people better with the new technology available.
Okay, how helpful TMS is?
The response rate is about 60%. Okay, and if you do it in precise technology, some clinics claim even up to 70% improvement. Okay, so the equipment and the training that we have for our staff is using kind of a cutting edge, so we can focus to exact locations of the networks, because if you locate different points on your brain, it connects to different circuitry in the brain. So circuitry that are involved in depression are different from circuitry that is involved in OCD and anxiety. So depending on the symptoms, we can locate the exact region of the brain and adjust the proper stimulation doses. Okay, that way we can. Right now, it's approved for the treatment of depression for the first time, and then very recently, about 6 weeks ago, it got approved for the treatment of obsessive compulsive disorder. And the treatment, which used to be 47 minutes, now it has become down to 20 minutes. So we can treat more patients like that. So there's so much of advancement being made, and the whole area, it's called neuromodulation. So, like if you went to a cardiologist, he would be looking at your heart, right? He will take an EKG, stethoscope. If you go to psychiatry, you tell this symptom, nothing to do with your brain, right? But everything starts with the brain. So it was about 7-8 years ago, National Institute of Mental Health, the director at the time, Dr. Tom Insel, openly declared and said, all behavior disorders, all mental illnesses are brain diseases. Okay, so focus should be on the brain. So they are only supporting, not again another antidepressant. They only are supporting treatments that show evidence that does biological changes. That way, we are progressing.
Thank you so much. We'll meet next time with another story with camera person Prashant, Panisha Puri, Network News.
हमारे साथ जुड़े रहने के लिए हमारे YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, साथ ही बेल आइकन को दबाएं। नेटवर्क न्यूज की खबरें सबसे पहले देखने के लिए